Hi there, welcome back. So in this video, we're going to have a bit of fun, and Wayne's doing the demo. He's going to make some mobile phone holders, or you could actually use them maybe to put a picture on or a nice photo, something like that. So there's two types of mould here. They're both same sort of idea, but slightly different in shape, and they're bunnies. So loosely themed around Easter, I suppose you could say. Now what you can see Wayne holding up now is some bunny heads that he's drawn. And yes, you've guessed it, because it's Wayne. It's going to be something a little bit different. We're not just going to, decorate with mica powder and what have you. It's going to be a bit more detailed. So this is the first layer, and you want a thin layer of clear resin. Now, it does need to be clear, and there's a reason for that, which you'll see in a moment. Various bits of this video have been sped up because, it's just pouring resin in, and then he's pushing it out to the sides of the mould, making sure there's even coverage, there's no little air bubbles or gaps or anything like that. And he's doing that by using a silicone tipped brush there. Giving it a quick spritz with some isopropyl alcohol, moving it to one side, and then repeating it with the other bit. So this is the support part of the phone stand or phone holder. So we did this with the other two pieces of the moulds as well. We did the same. So it's repetition. You don't need to see any video footage of that because it's exactly the same process. That's what he's done here. So the resin he's using is regular epoxy resin. It's a 1-to-1 mixing ratio, and the brand that we use is Tea Expert. Obviously, you use the brand that you like using. And I believe this one might have been the 4-hour. You could use 4-hour demold, but you're not going to demold this bit yet. Or you could just use your regular. Now, if it's regular, make sure you leave it to cure for 24 hours. He's scooping out a little bit there out of both parts of the mould with a spatula because there was just a little bit too much in. So this is the following day when it's cured. Don't handle it too much because you don't want the attachment to come away. You don't want the resin to come away from the mould. Now, Wayne has, these are copyright-free images that he has found on the internet. And then what he's done is placed a piece of just regular A4 white paper over the top and drawn through. So he's used the tablet or laptop like a white box and then drawn through it. So trace the image onto them. Now, what he's done here is he's found the positioning he wants. He's found the images that he wants to use, and he's put the silicone mould with the resin that's cured in it over those images. And now he's using, these are paint relief pens by Pebeo, and he's using it to draw the outline of the ears currently. And then he'll do the eyes and the nose and the mouth and the whiskers and so on. So, of course, you don't have to do this. You don't have to do the drawing in of the rabbits. You could just do some nice coloured pigments. You could do mica powders. You could do a marble style pour. You could just use 2 colours and just pour them in at the same time and fill the moulds up. Let them cure for a good 24 to 48 hours. Demould them, and there you've got a lovely, just a lovely phone holder, that you can use. And of course, you can use opaque colours, you could use alcohol inks, you could use acrylic inks, glitter, foils, pressed flowers. Wow, dried pressed flowers will be beautiful. Caviar seed pearl beads, maybe. Perhaps a little bit gemstone chips, the semi-precious gemstone chips, maybe even. But lots and lots of ideas and things you could do. But Wayne has chosen to do this way because he wanted it to relate a bit to Easter, and he wanted to do something a little bit different, show you some different techniques, which was what we promised we'd do towards the beginning of this year, that we try out some new things. So this is an acrylic paint marker pen. I think they're by Artist Pro. Might be Montmartre, perhaps one, but everything he's used will be linked in the description box where we're able to below. So if you look that up, you'll be able to do it. Not sponsored, by the way, by any of these manufacturers. This is just things that we've purchased for ourselves, that we like using, and sort of brands that we would recommend, I suppose. We are going to try and do an Amazon storefront soon where anything that we use is from Amazon. You click on that link, it would take you to our storefront, and then we would earn, if you then buy that way, we would earn a few pennies commission off of what you purchase, and that will get ploughed straight back into our channel. so that we can buy further products. So look at that. So he's gone in, he's done the black outline, he's used the pens to do the pinky reddy coloured parts of the ears, and then he's used just a little bit of blue around the eyes. Oh my goodness me, that midget in the bottom right hand corner, that looks a bit possessed. I'm glad he didn't use that one. I'm glad he opted to use the ones that he has. I think they're cheeky enough, I think. But yeah, so we're just going to show you this one. Not going to show you the rest of the other two moulds being done. As I said, it's just repetition, and you can always just watch this one back and pause it and then restart it, you know, and then continue watching if you want repetition of the steps and so on. So if you've joined us for today's video, hi to everybody who's watching. Particular hi and shout out to any of our subscribers that have joined us for the live chat and the premiere. Welcome. Glad to see you all back. It's really nice. So this is one of the other pieces, and just sorting out, you know, where he was going to put the images, but decided not to show you the filming of that part because it's just repetition already. You can see it there in the right hand side of the screen. Now he's got some resin here. I think it was UV resin, and he has added in some white pigment paste. Now obviously go careful, because the more solid the paste, the less likely you'll be able to use a UV light to cure it. But you know, I mean, if you're careful enough, you could use regular resin. And again, you don't have to do this part. You could just leave this blank now and put a backing coating over the whole thing. Totally up to you. So Wayne is now using a micro brush just to get in the detailed parts, and he's putting that white coloured resin in on the where this bit of the ears are, and he's going to go right up to the edge and then over the parts that he has already painted. So that was the pinky red of the ears and like the nose and the tongue, and the blue and black of the eyes. So taking care not to go over the black outline though. Just stay within the lines. This is where creative license doesn't happen. You stay within the lines, colour within the lines, as it were. So yeah. So he just continues then, and he fills in the rest of that there, and then he repeats that for all the other pieces where he's where he's drawn these lovely bunny faces, the bunny heads. So, I mean, you could adopt this process and draw on some lovely flowers, maybe some daisies, some sunflowers. It all really is down to sort of how confident you feel, and whether or not you feel confident and comfortable following this process. You know, you can, as I said, you can just make it as easy as possible if you want. The other thing, of course, that you could use the DFT UV stickers. You could use PET stickers, would look just as lovely. So I would recommend doing the same thing as we've done here. You pour a very thin layer of resin across the whole of the mould, let that cure, decide which stickers you're going to use, put them in place. You're just going to light coming up, a UV light coming up now. So he's just curing that one. Look at that. There we go. Can you see what I mean? See the effect on the other side that it gives? Looks really good. Really, really good. And then he just fills in the rest of that one. But yeah, I mean, you know, you could fill in, put it in where you want your PET stickers to go. You could have birds, you could have butterflies. I mean, the list is endless as to what you could do. So this is after he's completed filling in both of the white parts. And now he's going to use he did use a 4-hour demold, but to be honest with you, he did actually leave it in for a good 24 hours in the end. Also decided to add in some of this lovely blue sparkly glitter, just to try and make those bunnies just pop a bit more. Now, we started off with a small amount of glitter, and off camera he did actually go in and add quite a bit more. We weren't sure what colour to use. Again, you can use any colour you want. Obviously, I would stay clear of white, but as it is Easter, you could go for some pastel colours, maybe a pale yellow or peachy orange, pale pink, very pale, like baby blue, perhaps. But you can see how blue that one is there. And it looks a lot bluer in the cup than it does when he pours it out. Also adding a little bit of the white iridescent glitter, just to give it a bit more of a pop and a sparkle. There we go. Plus he was influenced by me there, because I said, add some. Oh, bless. Anyway, so just thoroughly stirring it in. Now, because it's this 4-hour demold by Tea Expert, this resin, it is quite a bit thicker than regular resin, but it does a really good job. And if you want something after 4 hours, to be able to demold after 4 hours, then you know that you should be able to. Obviously, a lot of that will also depend on your working environment. So whether or not, if you're working in a colder climate, it's going to take maybe longer than 4 hours. If you're working in a hotter climate, it definitely will be 4 hours. I would have said maybe slightly less. I'm not 100% certain. We're not at the luxury in the UK of having hotter climate. But there you are. Anyway, here we go. So he's all mixed up with the resin and the lovely glitters. Look at those glitters. Little pops of colour as it comes out. So as you can see, this is still quite see-through. You could, if you wanted to, pop a tiny bit of pigment paste into it, but you might be prepared. You might lose quite a bit of the sparkle. Obviously you won't lose any of the detail of the bunny's head, or the figure that you've drawn, or the flower that you've drawn, or the creature that you've drawn, because you've already got that all filled in with white and so on. So just using that silicone tipped brush again, just to manipulate the resin all the way to the edges of the mould. So just got to be careful you don't overfill the moulds at this stage. There we go. And also that you don't handle the mould too much, because you've still got that UV resin in there that's creating a bond, has created a bond with the regular resin, which was your first pour. So you've got 3 layers of resin in, not in all of it, but in certain parts of these. You've got 3 layers. You've got the initial pour, then you've got your UV, and then you've got this one too. So that's that one done. So you did go in and just go around the edges with a micro brush, just to make sure there were no little bubbles stuck, and then gave it a spritz with some isopropyl alcohol. Here we go, because you can see all of them now. There we go. And also he had some leftovers, so he made a few other little things, a couple of bears, a couple of skulls, like you do. So this is a good 48 hours later. We wanted to make sure it was as secured and firm as possible. And he's just taking it out there of the mould. It's almost like a piece of glass, in fact, that. Looks really good. I don't think he's got any little bubbles trapped anywhere. A little bit of overpour to deal with. A tiny bit of filing down in between those little sections there that look like little letter boxes. Little openings there. That is for the stand to go through. But look at that. It's so cute. That's come out really, really well. It looks very hand-drawn to me. The kind of thing you'd expect to see on a storyboard, maybe for a cartoon or something like that. So here is the other part. This is the mechanism that holds the stand upright. So it's just making sure that it's they've not got any overspill, and that you can get it into those slots. Now you can see Wayne's having a slight problem trying to get it in. All he'll do is take it out, file down those little letterbox slots a little bit more so he can get the stand in, and then it will work. So here is the other one. This is the other shape. So this is a slightly taller stand than the other one. All nicely cured, looks very blue on the backs of those rabbits. He could probably have gone in with a little bit of maybe alcohol ink, perhaps, or acrylic ink, or maybe just more glitter. More glitter. Look at those. So clever. I mean, obviously that can go in that way or the other way around. Totally up to you. But the effects are great. My apologies if you can hear people in the background. For some reason, I mean, it's the middle of the afternoon. It's on Mother's Day, so I think we've got some people celebrating around here. And look at this tiny little bear. It's so cute with the white little pads of paws and his ears. Here's the skulls. These are always a bit more difficult to demold for some reason. So a nice little glittery blue skull there. So again, as I said, if you've joined us, thanks ever so much for joining us. We really appreciate all the support that you give us. Don't forget to give us a thumbs up, like rating. Hit the notification and notification all button. Subscribe to the channel and share us. Tell your friends. Well, it's usually fun watching us. We will show you the good with the bad. And here is the final shot. Hope you've enjoyed this video and have a lovely week. And we'll see you again very soon with another one. Take care. Bye-bye.